Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Women want to be free with a man. Free with a man. And when do I say free? Usually just free to be who she is. Free to be who she is. Free to be who she is sexually with a man. Like, I haven't talked about the sexual shadow world or underworld, whatever you want to call it, in a very long time. But a big reason women will dip into that world is to be who she is with a man. See, unfortunately, many men don't want a sexually free woman. You know, they don't want that woman who want to do all this wild stuff in the bedroom. You know, want to do all these crazy things, all these positions and everything. You get a lot of men, they want that woman to act all innocent. Like, I'll joke about starfish sex, but then there's a lot of men, they good with that if the woman just do that, because the men ain't really on the level. Like, and women understand, like, you get a big deal about men talking about, you know, a woman's body count or something. Now, as soon as a man says that, a woman knows she can't tell what her real count is. Because a woman could have been with 3 men, and you get some guys are going to say something. They know they can't be honest with a man. Most men. But then if they come across a man who just don't give a, he don't give a crap. He don't give a crap. He don't give a crap about her positions, anything. Like, I had told that story about this one woman and she acting all innocent. And I was like, you don't have to act innocent with me. I don't really care. And shoot, let's just say I had several bite marks later that evening. Look, I'm going to tell you something now. One of the things that women look for in a man, and especially a man that they can dip down into the sexual shadow world with, is a man who ain't tripping over who they are sexually. You know, they can do all those positions and do all those things. A man who's not going to judge them off of their body count or something. And look, before, let me stop. Don't get in the comments talking about, well, their body counts, this and that. No, I'm telling you some real stuff, and I will probably delete the comment. Listen to what I'm saying. It's not about some little shit there. I'm telling you, women want to be free to be who they are. They want to reach that freak threshold. And I do mean, when I say that freak threshold, I mean they get in a bedroom, they just letting go. And I would say the overwhelming majority of women want to do that. And they don't have nothing to do with their count, okay? They just want to be free. You know, they don't want the starfish sex. They want to do different positions. They want to do different things. A man, if the woman if she's free, actually benefits from that. You know? And so the men they will look for will do that. Like, sometimes you will hear these stories about women getting with a Pookie or a Ray Ray, right? Now, sometimes they will get with that type of guy regardless of their social class, because that guy is not judging them. They can be that freak that they are. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. They can do those different positions. That's one thing, when they dealing with a man, they looking for it. Now, if the man, and sometimes they'll test, I'm gonna tell you what, with some women, sometimes they'll test the man. They'll throw something out, see what his reaction is. Now, if he's like, oh no, I wouldn't do anything like that, or that's crazy, they're like, oh yeah, you're right, that's crazy. They throw it out with another man, and the other man's like, yeah, come on, yeah, I want to do that and some more. Oh, they ready to go. Indeed, that's why some, not only dipping into the shadow world, but then why some women will cheat on an otherwise good man. Because trust and believe, when they cheating on a man, they doing some stuff that they couldn't do with their regular man. You know? They don't have to have that vanilla sex with the guy that they cheating with. You gotta understand, they want to be free. They don't want to be judged. They want to be open. They want to do whatever. You know, they want to do whatever. You know, they might want to lick you all over your front, back, wherever. They want to do that. You know, they might want that sex on a balcony. They might want that sex on the beach. whatever. They don't want any man who got any hang-ups. See, if that man got hang-ups, they might like him otherwise. They might like, oh yeah, he make a good husband, or he fit into their social class, or even fit into what he's doing at a church. Indeed, I remember I had a 3-hour conversation with this woman who used to be a first lady at a church. And she was telling me some stuff and why some of those women will go for certain types of men. They'll go for certain types of men because those men will let them be free, won't judge them. Yeah, especially in some religious situations. You know they can't mess with that guy. Like I remember this one woman. I ain't gonna call her name, of course. I don't call names. But she was dealing with this one guy, and she was all in the church and everything. He was in the church, and she give him little pecks. But then she wrote a letter to this other guy who had gotten her pregnant, and she was really down for him. That was the guy. That was the guy. Sometimes women, when they get with these bad boys, they doing it because the bad boys allowing them to be free. That's a big reason right there. It ain't so much they want to hang out with the guy. In fact, they might tell the guy, hey, if you see me out in public, act like you don't know me. But that's the thing. They look for a man who lets them be free. And that's the key thing. And they want to be free. And that's a powerful thing. If you're a man who don't judge, no matter what she say, she like this type of position, you don't judge. She been with this many men, you like, okay. You don't judge. She's like, oh, okay. She'll be open with him. Like I said, she still might deal with that other guy. She can't be that way if he's bringing other stuff. He might be a good husband. He might fit into like their church or their temple or what, their mosque. He might fit in. But she still got that sexual nature. In fact, that's why I say when I talk about the sexual shadow world, when I've talked about it, that's controlled by women. And I've had some guys, many guys will say, well, how can I get in there? You gotta let a woman be free. And trust me, they always testing you. They're always testing you. Like invariably, I'll probably get some guys saying, oh, I don't want to, I don't want a woman who's doing all that or had that many men or whatever, or worried about some, whatchamacallit. Like, okay, let me talk about that for a second. You get some men, they're worried about a woman's count, talking about, oh, she can't bond or anything. But you get a lot of men who don't want to bond, so what's the point? Or, if there's been some women, they might have been with 2 guys. For some men, that's still too many. You got some guys who want a virgin. And I don't know why they would in this day and age. But then the woman's going to be like, oh, okay, well, can't get with him. I ain't a virgin. I mean, seriously. Regardless of the case, they want to be free. They get with the men who let them be free. When they dip into the shadow world, it's because the man lets them be free. They mention realistically what they count is. The man's like, whatever, free. A woman can do a bunch of crazy positions and everything. Free. A woman wants to be free with a man. Now, invariably, there'll still be some guys who don't want to deal with that. This ain't the place for you. I'm just being realistic. You gotta be realistic out here, okay? If you want that fake me out stuff, or you want that woman lie to you, okay, fine. I'll just say this: double back home one day. Or I'm gonna be real with you. Let me just say this real quick. If a woman want to cheat with you, she only will be caught, or cheat on you rather. She'll only be caught if she wants to be caught. That's how deep that shit is. There's women out there, they've cheated on their men for like decades and still supposedly happily married. That's how deep it is. But they cheat with a man who let them be free. That's how powerful that is, all right? So anyway, that's all I got for right now. I want y'all to really think about that, all right? And I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.